Hello, once again, my fellow viewers. I am back online again. You know when I'm back, when I sit on radio, it's basically about learning. It's basically about getting information. It's basically about getting to know the right things so we can follow it. There is one thing that everybody should know, that life is not about what you've only learned. Gaining knowledge is not about what you've only learned. There are certain things we listen to gain knowledge. So there are certain informations we never read it ourselves, but we listen to what people said, and that helps us gain knowledge. There are others we sat down and read. There are others we researched and came to that conclusion. I believe in the spirit and the latter of messages. Because there are some messages they are coded. I can write down a message in my situation, but somebody can interpret it who isn't there to get to know what I meant at that time. He might not be there at that time, but he can interpret it, getting the spirit of that message and get to know what I meant at that time. You get it? So at times there are some messages or there are some things Scarecrow will say. He wasn't there in the 80s. He wasn't there in the 90s. He wasn't there when we had our first independence in 6 March 1957. He wasn't part of the Big Six. He wasn't there in 6 March 1952, 53. But there are some messages he might code it, uncode it. It was coded and written. But based on his following, based on his research, based on the things that he has read, he would uncode it and now get to know this is the real meaning of what he said. You might agree or disagree, but when you disagree, you come out with your also findings. So these are what I mean. So what I mean is that knowledge is not only gained through reading, it's also gained through the things that people say. So listeners, it's good to listen and listen attentively. And trust me, you are going to get something out of the things that he says. Those things might also be personal. It can help you grow your life. I remain your servant, Otabel Jr. And as you always know, I am here to serve. So I serve on Radio TopAfric as a host on topical issues. So every Wednesday, I sit with Scarecrow and we discuss about Ghana, we discuss about Africa, and we discuss about the things of old and how those things has shaped, has spoiled, has derailed, or has spoilt our life, and how we can use it or revisit those things again so that our lives would be better. That is what we should know. So we are here not to speak ill of anybody. We're here to speak about the good things, the bad, and the ugly. And we come out with solutions, how we can revisit those things again so that we can get good things out of it. Good evening once again. Good evening, Scarecrow.
Evening, sir.
Hope you are good.
Yes, please.
Yes, we thank God we are back again.
Yeah.
You can send your messages on all our media platforms. On Facebook is Radio TopAfric. On YouTube is Radio TopAfric. On TikTok is Radio TopAfric. You can send in your messages and we can read them for you. If you want to give us a call, our WhatsApp number is directly featured on the screens. 0176 36054503. That is our WhatsApp line. You can call in and ask your questions and make your submissions, and you can rightly join us on TikTok and we'll allow you speak, and you can send your messages also through Facebook, same as YouTube. Thank you very much for joining, and we are glad you are here. Let me see if I'm going to give shout out to some of our viewers, and we take it from there before we get Scarecrow talking. Let us try giving shout out to some of our viewers. Okay, our viewers are not yet here. So I said when they pop up, we'll give them shout out. If you have anything to sell, if you have any announcement to make, our doors are always open. Radio TopAfric, we are here for adverts, for promotions. And if you're a young artist, we are here to promote your music just for a small fee. We don't take that much, but we promote and we have a wider coverage. So get to our officers and write us a message and we'll get in touch with you so that we would discuss business and discuss it good. Once again, good evening. Scarecrow, looking at how was your week? Sorry.
Yeah, it's always normal.
Yes, we had a normal week. The weather is changing,
Sure.
but we are managing. The weather is changing, but we are managing.
Sure.
So when the weather changes like this, you see our hairs are growing because that is what we used to fight the weather. So forgive us. Forgive us
Sure.
for that. This week has been very hectic looking at the political terrain in Ghana.
Sure. And also in Cameroon, by 4 days time they will vote.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've seen one politician who is pushing hard to unseat the dictator, Paul Biya. Yeah.
But Paul Biya is too old to still stand in as president.
92 years.
What do Africans gain when they do that?
Well, it's not about Africans, but it's, Paul Biya is being protected by France,
Okay.
China, Israel, and the rest of the superpowers. So it's not Africans. He's being protected by these foreign powers.
But Scarecrow, tell yourself that I'm 92, I'm old. When they still want to push you, I'm weak, I can't walk. I have to relax.
Yeah, we don't have honest people who can do that, who can resign from office, not because of even their age, but we have people who can resign because of the bad policies that they have made. But Ghana and Africa, we don't see that.
Because I don't see why Paul Biya still wants to be president. Still wants to lead.
Yeah,
the
not
nation.
only him, also Teodoro Nguema Basongo.
Okay.
He was the first he overthrew the first president of Equatorial Guinea.
Okay.
Equatorial Guinea was called Fernando Po, where Tete Kwashi brought cocoa.
Yeah, the cocoa.
Yeah. So the person who gained independence for them was called Masias Nguema.
Okay.
So his cousin Teodoro Nguema Basongo overthrown him. From 1975. He has ruled Equatorial Guinea up to date. Now
From
his
1975.
son, yeah. Now his son is the vice president in Equatorial Guinea. And if you see the cars, Bugatti, Ferrari, Rolls Royce, you can mention all of them. The son is having a lot.
They are ruling like royalty, like a kingdom.
The third highest oil reserve is in Equatorial Guinea, and the son has power of all the oil refineries in Equatorial Guinea. Yeah. So Paul Biya is the second longest serving president in Africa. Paul Biya.
I at times I don't understand our leaders. At times, basically, I don't understand our leaders in Africa. Why they keep on enjoying personally and allowing a whole nation to suffer just for one person to enjoy.
He forced Ahmed Ahidjo to resign, but Ahmed Ahidjo brought Paul Biya to come and help him to rule the country. Ahmed Ahidjo is their first president. So Paul Biya was a secretary to him, and later he pushed forward to become the vice president or the prime minister. And Ahmed Ahidjo was president and Paul Biya was the prime minister. So they ruled to 1982, and Ahmed Ahidjo was not feeling so well. He was sick, and Paul Biya forced him to resign November 1982. So
And he took over.
yes, since 1982 up to date, Paul Biya has been the president of Cameroon since 1982 up to almost 40-something years. You understand? So Paul Biya, they are voting on the 12th. Today is 8, left only 4.
And he will rig the election.
Well, okay, because, he always win the majority seat at Maruya. Maruya is a northern part of Cameroon. And Paul Biya is from the southern part. But Ahmed Ahidjo, their first president, was from the northern part. You understand? So like the last time I said, it was the same like Nigeria history. The Northerners acquired the seat of the government first, Sir Elijah Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, but he tried to collaborate with the Igbos, Nnamdi Azikiwe. So Nnamdi Azikiwe joined him as the first president of Nigeria, and Tafawa Balewa was the prime minister. The same thing happened in Cameroon. Ahmed Ahidjo from the northern side took the first office of the presidency, but he made Paul Biya from the southern side became his prime minister, and Paul Biya turned his back against Ahmed Ahidjo 1982. He later even sentenced Ahmed Ahidjo's members life in prison. Yes, and Ahmed Ahidjo ran to exile in France.
At times it's so painful, Scarecrow, how our leaders react and they behave.
Sure.
But we pray that in the course of time they will have wisdom and get to know that they are spoiling the nation and they are causing the youth to suffer in the near future.
Yeah, that's why I always say that if not because of greed, ethnocracy, tribalism, nepotism, Africa could have emerged very long time ago. Because if you look at our leaders who gained independence for us, they were having the continent at heart. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them were having genuine love for their countries. And if they were given the chance to execute their policies, I think we will not be sitting here talking about this today. You understand?
But we hope that going forward, our leaders will rethink and do the right thing.
Yeah, we pray that.
But a lot also happened in Ghana this week that we need to discuss.
Sure. Chairman, to me,
yes, a lot.
Akwanta mining and a whole lot. So, for Ghana issue, when you talk about it so much, then people think maybe you are against somebody, but let everybody know that Scarecrow, I'm not against anybody.
So whether you're against or not,
yeah.
In as much as anybody does something against the state, the team here is against the person.
Sure.
In as much as anybody does something that we believe is against the state, that fights against the progress of the state, we would hate you. No matter your political affiliations, we would hate you.
Sure.
So if these things are rightfully that Akwanta mining engaged in illegal mining, I don't see why we should sit up or sit back and allow him to go scot-free.
Yeah.
Because he brought gold.
Yeah.
And he did a lot of things. His 13 cars.
He was not even paying his TV license. To me, radio or something. Yeah, he was not paying. You understand?
All because of political space.
Yeah. That is why I say I don't support Honorable Kennedy Japan. I don't have any problem with him, even if they vote for him to lead the NPP. But like I always say, I read a lot. If you read from the Rwanda genocide, how do you call it? This guy. Yes. But there's this guy, Felicien Kabuga.
Yeah, Kabuga.
Felicien Kabuga. I know the tribe was there, but the person that gingered the Rwanda genocide was Felicien Kabuga.
The journalist.
Yes. He was a politician, not only journalist. He's a politician, businessman, and also owned TV stations, radio station, and newspaper in Rwanda that time. So when Paul Kagame, together with the Rwanda Patriotic Front, RPF, strike Juvenal Habyarimana, Rwanda's president, airplane, in 1994 April, it was Felicien Kabuga who went and sit on his radio like we are sitting, then told the people of Rwanda that it is Paul Kagame's tribe, which is the Tutsis, who have eliminated the president of Rwanda, Juvenal Habyarimana. He was a Hutu guy. So even though when they signed the Arusha Accord 1993, that time the African Union president was called Salam Ahmed Salam. Yeah. He was the African Union. He connived with the United Nations that what is coming to Rwanda, it will be a very serious problem. So they saw it, then they have the Arusha Accord in Tanzania. We have a town in Tanzania called Arusha. That is where they did the Arusha Accord to sign a peace treaty so that everybody will cease fire. but it never worked out. So that same character from Felicien Kabuga, I see some with Honorable Kennedy Japan. Hey, my showdown. I'll face you any day.
That quick-tempered attitude.
No.
That straightforward speaking attitude.
No.
That mindset words.
No. Bob Marley said something. He said some people are so poor, all they have is money. Bob Marley, Robert Nesta Marley, he said some people are so poor, all they have is money. How do you explain that? Because people are fighting for money, they are working for money to be rich. But Bob Marley said some people are so poor, all they have is money.
They are poor in knowledge.
Very good.
Yeah.
And the reason why he was saying that is because some people can do fraud and make money.
Sure.
They can rob and make money. So the fact that someone is rich doesn't mean he has...
Is knowledgeable.
You understand? So being rich is not the cars you drive. It's not how you show off. It's not the money in your account. It's not the houses you sleep in. It's not the hotels, 7-star, 5 stars. But what you have in your heart. Ken does not have good character to lead a country. I'm not saying he is bad, but to lead a country, he is not. For me, Scarecrow, I'm not talking for someone, but for me, Scarecrow, because I've seen a lot of utterances from him. If Ghana was like Europe or Ken was in Europe, like by this time, he will be in prison. He also put Ahmed Swale's picture on his TV that he promised anybody that if he comes here, beat him, whatever happens, I'll pay. And that time, MPP was in power.
Sure.
So I'm not saying Ken did that, or maybe somebody is having problem with Ahmed Swale, but he does not have the power to eliminate Ahmed Swale. You understand?
Sure.
But because you said that you are a politician, you have money, you own media houses, the person will tap into what you said. You understand? Look at what happened to Ahmed Swale.
Yeah.
And everything that happens in Ghana, oh, I know him. I know who killed this. JB Dankwa and Suji Abo. I'll bring you. Massa. Me, if I'm president of Ghana, this man will not even talk on air. I'm telling the gospel truth. We don't govern a country like this.
But at times it's also about those in journalism.
Yeah.
They want to create a space, they want to create a traffic. So they care about the little that comes into their pocket. They don't care about what is being put in the airspace.
Yeah.
So they invite anybody, and at times they ask provoking questions.
Sure.
That will allow you to say provoking things.
Yes.
So that they can make news.
Yes.
And make money out of it.
Because they don't read. They don't know anything. If they know the wars in Rwanda, if they know the wars in Liberia from 1985, Chastela, to 89, to 99, like even Sierra Leone Civil War, 11 years of Civil War. If they know all these things, they will not go and ask
unnecessary questions.
Yes, because they don't know it. They think, oh, I just complete my journalism school in Ghana, I'm employed, finish. If you speak louder, Ghana, they will give you money. Politicians will hire you, give you money.
That's our problem way back home.
Sure.
Because if any person speaks louder, he speaks, excuse my language, foolishly, that person is termed a hero.
Sure.
In Ghana.
Yeah.
I recollect in the previous government, you could see how Sam George was all over the place speaking.
Sure.
And he was the hero.
Yeah, LGBTQ and yeah.
And after he coming into power, you see the kind of mess he's creating.
He's not fighting the necessary fight. He's fighting things that are not needful.
Of course.
Why are you fighting DSTV? Why Ghanaians are complaining about data? Airtel, Tigo, MTN, and so on and so forth. But you are fighting DSTV.
Even he should fight this LGBTQ champion.
Yes. You can't. You are quiet. That is what they do. That's why I always say that in Ghana, I've seen that, like last time I told you that leadership is not the ability to occupy headship, but the capacity to move people into the right direction. But if you look at Ghana, they don't have the capacity to move the country into the right direction. All they know is the ability to occupy headship by way of corrupting the people, by way of, how do you call it, bribing the voters, the electorate to vote for them, buying cars for them, giving them clothes, giving them money, giving them food. You understand?
Sure.
So after they do that, they don't have any mindset, any wisdom to rule the country. They also appoint people who help them to win. Maybe this guy helped me to win as I want to say constituency, so we must fix this guy at the immigration. You understand? So we don't appoint people on merit. We appoint people just that they help the political party to win this constituency or this polling station. You understand? And if that is why I say we don't have leaders in Ghana, because if you rule a country like this, that is why in Ghana, after every election, we have party, victory party.
Yeah.
Every serious country does not. Every serious leader.
And that victory party alone,
yes,
can build a hospital.
Yes. Even our roads, it can do something.
There is this video I saw on Facebook yesterday in the Volta region, in the constituency of Honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa. And now children learning under trees.
Yeah.
And that when it was raining, they had to run with their books.
Yes.
To hide.
Yes.
Whilst our leaders drives in V8, whilst they live in airport hills and they pay serious money.
Sure. Because sometimes when you look at how they do their thing, you know, when you talk like this thing you are talking about Okujato. Yeah. They will say, the problem was there long time when MPP came. Why? This is our problem. When you talk about NDC,